Hey there guys, it's Anthony here from Cutting Edge Guitar, and today I am very pleased and proud to tell you that in my studio I have the new Ibanez Q series that I can tell you all about. Let's get right into it. Okay, anybody who follows my channel will see that a little while ago I did a very quick first look about this new guitar. I was super excited about it coming out. If you want to follow more of these kind of things as I do them, please subscribe to the channel and give this video a like if you're into what I'm doing. So what's going on with the Ibanez Q? Well, I happen to know some people who work at Ibanez UK very, very well. And they told me quite a while ago that there was this new guitar coming out. They weren't allowed to tell me too much and all the rest of it because, you know, obvious reasons, but I was just super excited knowing that something cool was going to come out. And they did say to me, what do you think to headless guitars? So it kind of gave the game away a little bit that that was what was going to be coming out. But anyway, I had to wait for quite a while, and then of course, you know, my YouTube channel was fairly new and fairly small still, growing, so I was hoping that I would be able to get my hands on these guitars to do, you know, a little video about them for you guys. And to be quite honest, I didn't think I would get them because I thought, you know, only a massive YouTube channel would get hold of this sort of stuff. But apparently they've liked some of the other videos that I've done on other things, and they were like, do you know what? Let's let you have a look and tell your following about them. So what can I tell you so far? To be quite honest with you guys, I have literally just picked these up today. Well, they were delivered here actually, and I've just literally had a first play which I'll post at some point, and I haven't been through all of the specs and all that sort of stuff, but I've just had a quick first play. I was so excited about it, I wanted to tell you guys about it right away. So what I can tell you right off of the bat is it's very, very strange for me playing a guitar like this. The body is absolutely tiny. It's kind of, my speculation all along was that this was going to be something similar to the S series kind of thing going along, and it sort of is to look at. You know, when you look at the guitar this way, there's a bit of an S series blueprint around it, but it's a bit more wedgy, I think, than the S series. The body on this thing is absolutely tiny, though. You know, there's really nothing to it. It weighs next to nothing, and I must say, it feels really kind of strange. I'm not someone who's very familiar with the whole headless guitar thing. I've played some Strandbergs and I've played some Steinbergers as they've come through the studio from various students and the rest of it. But it's not something that's usually for me. I tend to stick to the more traditional headstock type guitar, and it feels super compact. That's the first thing that I would say about it. It feels super compact. We do have 24 frets on these guitars though, so it's the same scale length that I would always be used to. I think let's just get into playing some sounds and I'll talk you through a few things. So what we've got on this guitar, we've got 5-way pickup selector, and then we've got the Dynamics switch to give us 10 different sounds. So I'm going to go through the first 5 sounds and I'll put the Dynamics thing in, and then we'll have a listen to it as well. So this is the bridge humbucker, and I'm just going to go through all 5 from there. Turn to the next position. And on one more. And into the neck humbucker. Okay, let's go through all of those sounds again, but we're going to put the dynamic switch in and see what happens. This is the bridge humbucker with the dynamic into the next position. Up again. And the neck. So, interestingly, it does give a really good spread of sound. In terms of its playability, this is a thing that I think which is the clincher with guitars like this. This particular one, so this is the Q52, it's obviously going to have the same body as all of the others, but I've got the 2 humbucker setup on this one, which I really like because there's nothing to get in the way of the picking technique in the middle of the... Like when you've got like the hum single hum, as much as I like that, I've got that on a lot of guitars, the middle single coil does kind of annoy you a little bit. The neck. So with this particular neck, we've got bird's eye maple. It's the roasted maple stuff, and then we've got this strip in here. I've not looked at the spec actually, but I guess it's like Bubinger or something like that. It's actually quite a chunky neck. It's not like the Wizard stuff at all. It's not super thin and all that sort of thing. I mean, it's incredibly playable, but it's definitely a bit more. It's a bit more AZ-y, I'd say. Not that I've played them a whole ton, but I don't know why. But they never massively floated my boat. I've always been more of an RG or an S series guy. But, so the neck profile on this is a little bit on the chunky side, but what I also have over here, so this one is the Q52, I've also got the QX52, which is the one with these famous new slanted frets. So if I just grab that one for you guys, and we can have a little look at this one over here. So the QX52, what we've got going on with that one is we've got these slanted fret steel. Now, I don't know if this is something that was a part of that design feature, but the one with the slanted frets definitely has a thinner neck. I much prefer the neck profile on this one to the laser blue over there. Out of the two of these guitars, I definitely find that for my personal preferences, this one feels much nicer. Really, really nice neck profile. And where do I stand on this whole slanted neck thing? Slanted frets, should I say, not slanted neck. I don't know. I haven't spent enough time with this guitar yet to really know. When I first picked it up, it did feel a bit weird. The way that I sit with a guitar, I tend to have my legs crossed, and I tend to have the guitar a little bit like this. It's not quite up there that a lot of the guitarists that this sort of thing has been designed around are doing. But for me, I do like to have a bit of an angle on my guitar playing. I've never found it an issue. I've never thought, oh, well, I wish my frets were slanted. But I don't know. I need to spend more time with this guitar, and then I'll tell you all about it at a later date. So again, make sure you subscribe for more when I do this. I think I might do a full-on mega review about these later on. For me, I don't know what it is necessarily. It's just something about the neck profile, about this particular model, where it's just nicer than the standard Q52. Obviously, this is the reason why I went for these two as the ones that I could have my sort of look over and tell you guys about them, is because they're basically the same. I could have gone and had almost any of them really, but I wanted to get these two, the two humbucker, because that was the ones I was excited about. This sort of monotone bridge, I don't know what they call it, something like that. I kind of like it. It's comfortable. It's not. It doesn't cause any problems and all the rest of it. I think on a guitar like this, I'd like to see some sort of trem. I am very hopeful that Ibanez will be making some really high-end versions of these. Because, well, if you look at the way that everything's done on their branding, they always have like their standard versions, then they've got the premiums, the prestige, J custom, you know, all of this sort of stuff. So these are billed as the standard ones. You would think off the back of that there is going to be some high-end super duper versions. If there's a prestige one, I would love to get my hands on that. That is one thing I would say about these. Considering their standard spec, I think they seem to be really well made. You know, like the standard stuff it's always good. Everything that Ibanez do is great, but obviously with the standard stuff, it's cheaper to allow a certain type of player to get hold of that kind of guitar. You know, maybe a younger person who's on a budget, or an older person who's just starting out. Any of those sorts of things. But obviously, if you're a pro musician, you're probably going to be willing to spend more on your instrument, right? So if you're willing to spend more on your instrument, you've got to be thinking, well, there's got to be a premium version of these. There's got to be a prestige. I think these over in the UK, these are looking at around about the 800 quid-ish mark anyway. So they're not cheap for a standard model. But anyway, like I say, they play really nice. They've got a really good broad range of sounds. And yeah, I think they're really worth checking out. So if you want to go and check these out in your local store, I don't know, a PMT or someone like that, go and check them out. For any of my followers or subscribers that are in the Northampton area, PMT is obviously your place to go. Around the rest of the country, go to your shop of choice. The jury's out on whether I would want to buy one of these. I don't know. I haven't had it in my hands for long enough, but it's a really, really cool guitar. So check it out and make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you want to be improving your guitar skills, there are loads of links in the description to all of my instructional products. Check all of that stuff out. And I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys.